Hello everyone, it's me Muhammad Samir Ansari, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, MMU College of Pharmacy, Ramanagaram. Today I came with a new video in which I am going to explain how to attain all the questions of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science, the course B Pharmacy. As you know that on 22nd May 2024, B Pharmacy, Young Pharmacy and Pharm Day exams are going to start. So here I will just explain the questions, the patterns of the questions of B Pharmacy. So B Pharmacy total contain 19 questions. So here we have section A, section B and section C. So before going to the examination hall, you should carry all the stationery which are required in the exam hall, like a pencil, scale, pen, sharpener. They are the normal things that we require in the exam hall. Along with that, you should carry a watch. A watch is very much important because when you have the watch, then you can know how much time you are going to take while completion of questions. So here you have section A, section B and section C. In section A, you have total 3 questions. In section B, you have total 9 questions. In section C, there is total 10 questions. So in the section A, what will happen? Each question will carry 10 marks. So before going to attempt the questions, you have to check the booklets, whether the booklets are damaged or not, whether the page numbers written on the booklets is correct or not. Because in the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science, they already have mentioned the question number along with the page number. The question number 1 should be written within the page number up to 4. Again, question number 2, it should be written from the 5 to 8. So you have to check it out. While omitting the question number 1, you cannot write question number 2 because there are the barcode. So what you do when you are starting section A, question number 1. So question number 1, you don't have any options. Question number 1 is the compulsory questions. But in the question number 2, there is A and B. Whether you go for the A, whether you go for the B. So here you have choice. Whether you go for the A, whether you go for the B. But question number 1, it was the compulsory questions. There you don't have the choice. So each question carry 10 marks. In section A, you have to attain for the 20 marks. But you have to keep in the mind, while the questions are in the options, you have to see if the questions contain definitions, if the question contain types, if the question contain identification, if the question contain diagram, then you have to attain those types of questions. You don't go for the questions in which they have asked, write a note, explain in the brief, explain in the detail. Don't go for those types of questions. Because in those types of questions, after writing also, you will not get a maximum marks in compared to the questions in which they have asked the types, definition, mechanism. So you always have to attain the questions where they have asked the types, mechanism, diagrams. So this question number A1 and question number 2 in section A. The both it carry 20 marks. And each questions you have to complete within a 30 minutes, not more than that. Because if you take more than that, then somewhere you have to leave the other questions. So this question number 1 and question number 2, you have to complete within a 60 minutes. Maximum time you can take is just 60 minutes, not more than that. Whether you attain a 2 marks, whether you attain a 5 marks, whether you attain a 10 marks questions. There are the patterns. While attaining the 10 marks of question, it should be not more than 30 minutes. Now in the section B. In section B, you have total 9 questions. So 9 questions, you have to attain any 7 questions. 7 into 5, 35 marks. So here what you have to do, in question number 3 and question number 4, there is an option whether you go for A, B or whether you go for the question number 4, A and B. So question number 3, you have an option. Question number 4, you have the options. But remaining question number 5, question number 6, question number 7, question number 8, question number 9, here you don't have the options. Only the options you have in the question number 3 and question number 4. In the same way, in this section also, you have to keep in the mind if the questions containing the types, definitions, identification test, morphology, mechanism, diagram. You have to attend for those types of questions. You don't go for the questions where they have said explain in a brief, write a note. So here in section B, you have total 7 questions. Now these 7 questions, one question you have to take a 10 minutes. So total 7 questions in the sense 70 minutes. So section B should be completed within a 70 minutes. Section A, it should be completed in a 60 minutes, not more than that. In the same way, section B, it should be completed in not more than 70 minutes. 60 plus 70, it is 2 hours 10 minutes. That you have remaining 50 minutes. Now what you have to do, you go for section number C. So section number C, there are 10 questions. So one question carry 2 marks. 10 questions in the sense 20 marks. So here you don't have options. Now what you have to do, you have to complete one questions within a 5 minutes. Here also they already have mentioned the page numbers. In the upside they have written the page number. Question number 10, the page number they have mentioned. Question number 11, the page number they have mentioned. That question should be written in that particular page number only. You can't strike out the page number. You can't strike out the question number. So if you are going to attend, and if you are going to divide the time like 60 minutes in the section A, 70 minutes in section B, 50 minutes in section C, 60 plus 70 plus 50, it will be 3 hours. You can complete before time. If you are completing before time the questions, then you can see the answer which you have written. You can bubble the questions which you have written in the front page. If you divide the time, then you can retain all the questions. If you will not divide the time, then some students, they have a habit. What they do, they start thinking in the examination hall. They start memorizing what they have learned in the regular classes. You should not waste the time in memorizing or thinking, because time values a lot in the examination hall. That is the place where you are going to prove that you know everything. You can score a maximum marks. So don't waste the time in thinking. Whatever answer you know, you see the watch, you divide the time, you complete it. Don't make an answer incomplete. Try to attend all the questions. Whatever you know, you write it, all the questions. Section A, 2 questions are compulsory. You have 3 options. You go for 2 questions. Question number 1, question number 2. In the same way, section C, all the questions will be completed within a 70 minutes, not more than that. Section C, one question you require only 5 minutes. Within a 5 minutes, you should have to complete all the questions. If you divide the time, then you can complete all the questions on the time. If you don't divide the time, then you will not be able to complete all the questions on the time. So all the students, dear students, are requested before going to the exam hall, what you do, you always carry a watch. You always carry don't carry a digital watch. You carry a normal watch. If you carry a digital watch, again what will happen? The examiner, the flying squad, the observers who are there, they will take the watch. You take a normal watch where you can see only time. It should be not digital, nor it should not be connected to the phones. Avoid using those types of phones. Avoid using those types of electronic gadget which can be connected to the mobile phones. So here are the different tips. So if you follow this, you can attain all the questions in the examinations. So try to attain those questions in a patterns along with the times management. Thank you everyone for watching the video.